Headphones, please. Please put them on. Okay, let's go back over here to page 65, and we need to look down a little further on the page. Lacrosse players to rugby players. Alright. Lacrosse has 10 and rugby has 15. So 10 over 15. Now when you think about this, remember that sometimes you can reduce the fraction first by dividing by the greatest common factor. 10 and 15 both have 5 in them as a factor. 10 has 5 and 2, and 15 has 5 and 3. Since they both have 5, you're going to want to divide them both by 5. After you divide them both by 5, you get 2/3. 2/3 is a fraction that you can easily convert to a decimal by dividing. 2 over 3 is the same as 2 divided by 3. Put in a decimal and a 0. How many 3's in 20? 6. Multiply it, you get 18. Subtract, you get 2. And you see that that's going to repeat. There's a 2 here and a 2 here. To mark that repeating, you put a line over the top. And now look here. Back on this page, you need to do 6/10 repeating and make that R for repeating. Football players to lacrosse players. So football to lacrosse. 10 over, sorry, I messed that up. Should be 11 over 10. Whenever 10 is your denominator, you just shift your decimal place once to the right, to the left. Shift it and you get your decimal. So there's 1.1, and that's a terminating decimal. So look at that. 11 over 10. 11 divided by 10. 1, multiply, you get 10. Subtract, you get 1. Bring down a 0. Bring up your decimal, and 1.1. Alright. So look at problem 24. Beth said that the ratio of the number of players in any sport to the number of players on a lacrosse team must always be a terminating decimal. Do you agree or disagree? So lacrosse had how many players? 10. So because it was 10, the decimal will always terminate. Look back at this screen. terminating decimals. Okay, so repeating, put in yellow. Here's another repeating, and okay, and then over here we have terminating. Okay, look at this screen also. 1/3 is a repeating decimal. 6/10 is terminating, and then 4/9 is repeating. So let's put that in that other screen. Four over 9 is also repeating. And 1/3 was also repeating. So that's the same as this one here. 1/3, 2/3. So think about the denominators that repeat. 9 repeats. 4/9 repeats. 5/11 repeats. 2/3 repeats. So 9, the prime factorization is 3 and 3. 11, prime factorization is 1 and 11. So when there is a prime factor, okay, let's look at this other side too. Okay, 10 is a terminating decimal, and so when 10 has 2 or 5, 2 or 5 in the prime factorization means it terminates. 3 or prime means it repeats. So when the prime factorization of the denominator has a 3 or a prime, the decimal will repeat. When it has a 2 or a 5, the decimal will terminate. So look up at these examples again. Repeat, and it has an 11. It's a prime. Okay, those all repeat. But if it has, then those will terminate. Okay. Yvonne bought 4 7/8 yards of material to make a dress. What is 4 7/8 written as an improper fraction? Okay, remember, 2 and 1/2 is the same right here. So here's 2, and then 1/2 looks like this, right? So make that red. So that's 2 and 1/2. But it is also 5 over 2. 5 over 2. So you need to do denominator times whole number plus numerator. So do the same thing here. 4 and 7/8. Multiply, add. 8 times 4 is 32, plus 7 is 39. 39 over 8. What is 4 and 7/8 written as a decimal? Convert this to a decimal. 7 over 8. 7 divided by 8. Put in your decimal and your 0. How many 8s in 70? There's 8. 8 times 8 is 64. Subtract, you get 6. Bring down a 0. 7 times 8 is 56. Subtract, you get 4. Bring down a 0, and you get 5. 0.875. So it's 4.875. If Yvonne wanted to make 3 dresses that use 4 and 7/8 yards of fabric each, explain how she could use estimation to make sure she has enough fabric for all of them. 4 and 7/8 is almost 5. So okay, so she can round it up. Thank you.